Well, something a little bit special for you now, a class we don't often cover. It is the 125. You thought the superbike racing was close. Have a look at this. Pav, this is the proving ground, isn't it, for the up-and-coming motorcyclists in New Zealand road racing?
Oh, it is. And a lot of these riders are 15, 16, 17 years old, so it's fantastic. We've got a woman in there too, or should I say a girl, Avalon Biddle. Keep an eye out for her because she is going to be sensational when she's older.
Well, the thing with these little 125s is the racing is cutthroat and it is as close as you like. And at the moment, it is Kirk Pritchard out in the front of this long mechanical snake of bikes. And here they all are.
It's a mechanical snake with a real bite to it too, because these little 125s, boy, do they go. They're a single-cylinder two-stroke engine. They've got about 40-odd horsepower, and they really carry great corner speed.
Most of the top-running bikes are Hondas, and it's a Honda out in the front at the moment, and that is still Kirk Pritchard.
Fabulous thing about this, fellas, a lot of these are Jap import racing bikes, and you can go racing for $5,000 or $6,000. It's incredibly cheap.
And that's right, and I mentioned it before about it being the proving ground. Lots of riders have come on and done amazing things in the 125s. And speaking about doing amazing things, what about the deeds of Tim MacArthur down the inside from Dunedin from about 5th place up into 2nd and hold the phone? I think he's going to take the front running as they head down into Castrol. No, he's got to be content with 2nd. Now watch what happens on the back straight here, Pav. They'll line the stern again and they'll slipstream all the way up into the braking area.
Well, it's really good too to see the South Island has a very strong contingent of 125 riders. So it's alive and well.
Well, it's the man that's currently leading the championship out in the number 9 bike there. And that is Cameron Jones. He's diving down the inside, and he's come from the mid-pack. And I think he's maybe going to take the lead here as they work their way up towards the Ford Mountain. But I'll tell you what, that's that man again. He wants a piece of this. Have a look out there for the man in 3rd place at the moment. And what a job he's doing, Tim MacArthur.
Well, I think Cameron Jones is going to get some good advice too from his brother Dominic Jones, who's a really good road racer, and he's competing in America.
Well, that's right. It's quite a pedigree. Jason Easton out there. Now, you've heard that name in our commentary before, but normally it's on a Formula 3 bike. Well, he's back where it all started for him on a 125cc machine. Probably the oldest and the biggest rider in the field, Pav.
He could be. It's just so important. You really have got to get a good slipstream in this class, otherwise you're going to get dropped off, and it's hard to make up the gap.
And that's what we see here. Cameron Jones just taking the front running, but diving down the inside of him. Once again comes MacArthur. MacArthur down the inside. Does he take the front running? Cameron Jones cuts the apex of the hairpin and goes back into the front, but it's far from over.
They sound like angry hornets, don't they?
And look how close it is, handlebar to handlebar stuff. Little gaps starting to appear as they go up and over the top of Ford Mountain. Out in the front, though, well, I was going to say it's Cameron Jones. It's not. It's Tim MacArthur once again. And here comes number 21, and she's come from nowhere. This is Avalon Biddle from Orewa.
How good is that? She's only been riding these 125s for less than half a dozen meetings. Incredible.
So the order at the moment is Jones, then it is MacArthur, then it is Biddle. And these three starting to get just a little bit of a gap now as they head up the back straight. Through the kink they go.
She's taking a leaf out of Carol Pavich's book. Carol being the only woman ever to win a national title.
There goes Stevens in there, and he's getting help from Steve Ward Racing. Steve Ward is a bit of a legend in 125 race. Oh, someone just out braking themselves there, but they'll get it back up on the soil and get back into it.
Coming over the top of the hill, these things will be flat out. They'll have them absolutely nailed to the throttle stock, trying to carry the corner speed. See number 4 there getting into a bit of a wobble.
That was Ashley Weller from Invercargill, and just in front of him it was Nick Kane from Christchurch. So the South Island, the dominant province, if you like, here in 125 racing. Poor old Jason Easton, he's probably paying the price for being a lot heavier and a little bit older than these guys. Maybe the bravery pills haven't kicked in yet for Jason.
I don't know. He's old and treacherous, and he's brave. We'll see what he can come up with. The slipstream is so important.
So this is the battle at the front of the field, and it's still Cameron Jones. He is the title points leader going into this one, but it's far from over. MacArthur once again wants a piece of it. Avalon Biddle there in 3rd place.
Wow, it's all about tactics too. When you've got so many riders competing and they're all pretty even. Look at the top 9 riders. You know, they're within a quarter of a second of each other's lap times. So you've got to have good tactics.
Well, that's right. Cameron Jones has had a fair few wins this season in the Castrol Superbike New Zealand Road Racing Championships in association with Motorcycle Trader and News. Is he going to get a win here at Pukekohe? 39 is going to have a bit of an argument.
these kids have ridden 150 street bikes as well. There's a series, and that's a good stomping ground for them to progress onto the 125.
Well, some mechanical issues here by the look of it for Jaden Hassan. He's just a school kid. Now, most of these guys and girls at the front of the field are teenagers, but Jaden, probably the youngest rider we've got here at the moment.
This is the charge of the Light Brigade.
Number 3 making a move, Adam Chambers there. And right in behind him, it's bike number 96, and that's Alistair Huizenbergen.
Actually starting to bunch up a bit again. I reckon it's going to get quite compact in the next couple of laps. A lot of these kids too, it's hard for them to lead a race. They haven't done a lot of racing, so they're going to be relying on their pit boards.
That's right. I guess Racecraft comes into it. Cameron Jones leads them going over the stripe. We concentrate though on number 3, and that is Adam Chambers. And he's doing a great job. Huizenbergen just down the inside of him as they go down into the sweeper. Now heading into the S's. This is a battle for the minors, but it's just as cutthroat as what's happening at the top end of the field. And I can tell you that Cameron Jones is still leading, and we got one down. And I think that was Evelyn Biddle.
Oh no, that's a shame. She was doing so well.
Well, number 21 comes down, but she's okay. She'll run back to her bike. I don't think she'll be restarting it. Meantime, the gap has opened up now. Cameron Jones capitalises on this a little bit. Huizenbergen making a move up the inside to go round into second place, but down the inside, locked together, handlebar to handlebar. It's number 3, and that is Adam Chambers, and then number 39 in it again, Tim MacArthur. This guy is so resurgent, there's no putting him down, Pat.
Absolutely, and they caught Alistair napping then, didn't they, under brakes? They just mugged him.
Well, that's right. We've mentioned it before. These bikes are so even. It comes down to a lot of luck, a little bit of slipstreaming, and rider craft. And the man in the front is showing them the way. White flag out. Chris Costello's got the white out as Cameron Jones comes across the stripe. Who's going to get second, Pat? You wouldn't put any money on it.
You sure
look at MacArthur.
Chambers' bike, too. Look, the presentation of that machine is spotless. It's a beautifully prepared machine.
Chambers through now on MacArthur. MacArthur back in 3rd. And then we go back to Alistair Huizenbergen in 4th place by the look of it now. Can he hold on to it? There's a little bit of a gap starting to open up.
Well, this is going to be it. It's all going to happen here.
Oh, he's going to get his pocket picked, I think, by MacArthur down the inside as they come through the hairpin. Handlebar to handlebar. Huizenbergen's off onto the grass. Gets it back under control again. He's thrown away 4th place. Number 9's going to come up over the top of Ford Mountain and win it, and maybe do enough to clinch the 125 National Road Racing Championship. Cameron Jones out of Christchurch. The man in 2nd place, it's going to be Adam Chambers. And in 3rd place, it'll be Tim MacArthur on the 39. 4th place will be number 114, and that is Kirk Pritchard. 5th place goes to the veteran Jason Easton, and in 6th, it's a recovering Alistair Huizenbergen. 7th place is James